a longtime host of the National Public Radio Network's Talk of the Nation. Neal Conan's cause of death has been clarified after he passed away Tuesday, August 10, 2021, in Hawaii at the age of 71. Neal Conan was a radio journalist, producer, editor, and correspondent who served for National Public Radio for more than 3 decades and was the senior host of its talk show Talk of the Nation from 2001 to June 27, 2013. When the program was discontinued, Neal spent much of his youth years working at New York's non-commercial Pacifica radio station, WBAI, where he gained his first radio job as an engineer. Among his friends, Conan is remembered for wearing a railroad engineer's cap. "They don't make announcers' caps," he'd explain, as well as his funny, intelligent, and 100% radio personality. He also had an incurable curiosity and the silvery voice of an Irish tenor. In 2020, some NPR alumni got together on Zoom and took turns explaining what got us hooked on the radio. Neal did not request the great oracles of the TV news of our youth. He was a high school student and spent a lot of time at his doctor father's office, who, Neal claimed, had an FM radio so he could play easy-to-listen music to muffle the cries of his patients. But it was on this radio that he heard something different. WBAI, a public radio station in the middle of a fundraising campaign. In a 2007 interview with Public Radio Arizona's Wavelength magazine, he mentioned, "People didn't talk like people on the radio. I stumbled across this unbelievable conversation where people were telling really bad jokes and were laughing. You heard women's voices, very unusual in those days. You heard Midwestern and Brooklyn accents, people with passion who cared about what they were doing and wanted to involve me." Soon after, Neal Conan went to work there. Later in 1977, he entered NPR, where he had a variety of jobs through the years. He was the line producer and executive producer of All Things Considered. In 1987, he ran NPR's coverage for a year as news director. Official sources announced Neal Conan's cause of death as brain cancer. He reportedly had been suffering from a glioblastoma, although there is not much information about his funeral and memorial services at this time. Please subscribe my channel and post comments about this video.